Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are on the Texas Hill Country Trail, taking a look at Krause Springs, just south of Marble Falls. And this place was amazing. Of course, I set myself down first with my trusty blanket, and this place just amazed me. Uh, we had gotten there pretty early, like around at 9 o'clock, right when they opened, because I was hoping to avoid the crowds. I had heard there was a line and all this other kind of stuff, and everyone said to show up early because it's going to be packed. But we got here, and it wasn't too packed. In fact, I think there was only like three other people, and the people that were camping. It eventually did get a lot more people, but yeah, show up here early so that you can get your spot and you can sort of take in the sights before everybody else. I went hiking for a little bit around the area. It was nice and enjoyable. There are a lot of stairs though, so be prepared for that because you kind of sort of had to go from the top down there to where the whole spring is. And this turtle was kind of cool. He was right in the middle of the spring because it's his spring. But on the top area, they have a spring fed pool, which I thought was way colder than the actual spring down there, but that's just me, and it always takes me about 45 minutes to get in the water, and I have special rules. Like, you can't splash me, you can't throw me in the water, you can't hold me underneath the water. Yeah, I have rules. I have trauma. But the area here is amazing. Like, look at all those stairs heading down to the stream, to the spring, and there are all the people camping. So it was kind of cool seeing all of that. Like I said, those stairs were kind of daunting, but once you're actually down there, they do have a little bit of a hiking area. You can hike along the grottos and check things out. You can see several of the springs. Um, I like seeing all the ferns that are collecting themselves there by all the water. I've always thought it looked kind of pretty, so I'm a big fan of looking at those type of things. But this is just to the side of the where the actual water area is. I enjoyed this little hike. It's shady, so it was kind of cool. It wasn't too daunting, and you got to see some of the streams and springs in the area and just kind of enjoy the nature and the trees and the scenery before you decide to get yourself in the water, which I sort of fell into the water. There really is no easier way to get in. I thought with my water shoes I'd be able to slowly make my way in there, but I slipped and fell into the water. I had no choice, which I guess is better than taking 45 minutes to get in. But they have this cool waterfall, which is my favorite place. I like being right next to it and enjoying the waterfall and seeing all the people arrive little by little, knowing that I have my own area already. They have a rope swing. I enjoyed seeing some of the people there. This was just a really cool time to just enjoy the water and enjoy the shade and enjoy the waterfall and hear some of the noises. And it was very comforting and very easygoing, and I could have stayed here all day if I had to. This is probably my favorite spring in Texas so far. And you can get close to the waterfall and have it splash on you and see some more ferns and wish you were one. And they even have a little cave that you can go into. And you can sort of walk right in. Like, the water here is sort of at waist level, a little bit above waist level. It's uneven though, so be aware of that, but never more like than 5 feet. But it was too dark and spooky, and I'm afraid of water spiders. Are there water spiders? Do they exist? I don't know, but that's what was in my mind. And there's a pool again. Most of the kids just stay in the pool area. And that water was cold. And here you see the spring again, now with people in it. So I always remember that. And then the whole area where you first check in is just an amazing garden. Whoever works on this is an amazing gardener with all the trees and all the potted plants and hanging plants, and water fountains. It's definitely a paradise, and I enjoyed walking through the gardens. So definitely pay the $3 extra to roam around the garden and see some of the flowers and see some more ferns and more water fountains and just enjoy everything. So definitely head over to Krause Springs or Krause Springs. I don't know which is the proper way to say it, but definitely go there, have fun, and all that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye bye.